Good morning, children. Now we are entering into the chapter polynomials, second chapter. So, what is polynomials? Poly means many. Monomials, monomials, single. Mono means single. Single terms. Many single terms put together. Poly means many. Monomials means single. Polynomials. So many single terms put together, we get a polynomial. So what are the conditions to say that a given expression? Here, you know the meaning of polynomial. Many monomials is an expression. You need to know the meaning of expression. What is meant by an expression? Expression is nothing but combination of terms. Combination of terms. For example, ax square plus bx plus c. This is an expression. So it is an expression of three terms. Three terms. They are ax square, bx and c. So the expression is, if the terms are combined with plus or minus signs, it is called an expression. You can't say this ax square into bx into c. This is not an expression because these three terms are multiplied. They are not combined with plus or minus. So it is not an expression. It is a single term. A, B, C, x to the power 3. It is a single term. So it's not an expression. Expression means terms are combined with plus or minus sign, containing the sum of finite number of terms. So suppose if you take any expression, for example, ax minus b, finite number of terms, you must be able to count the terms. How many terms are there? Two terms are there. So the number of terms must be finite, not infinite. Finite means which can be countable. And the third one is of the form ax to the power of n. So the terms must be ax to the power of n. For example, you take 2x square. What is a? 2. What is n? 2. So 2x square is a term. So sometimes it may be 2x to the power of 1. Sometimes it may be 2x to the power of 0. These are all terms. So of the form ax to the power of n, for a real number a must be real number. This must be real number. It may be plus 2, it may be minus 2, it may be square root. So a must be a real number. A must be a real number. It may be a real number. Real number consists of natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and rational numbers and irrational numbers. Even 1 by 2 x square. So it is it's a real number. It is a rational number. It's a subset of real numbers. So the point is very clear. The terms of the form ax to the power of n. For a real number a, this a must be a real number. It must be a constant. Where a is not equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, what happens? 0 into a x to the power of n is nothing but 0. It has no value. It becomes totally 0. So a should not be equal to 0. And a whole number n, this power ax to the power of n, ax to the power of n, this must be a whole number. So whole number is starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 dash. So the power must be either 0 or 1, 2, 3 like that. They should not be rational numbers, they should be whole numbers. This point is very important. A whole number n must be a whole number. It may be 0 or 1 to the. You can't say that ax to the power of 1 by 2. It's not a whole number. 1 by 2 is not a whole number. So it doesn't come under real numbers, polynomials. For example, if you take ax to the power of minus 3 is not does not belong to set of whole numbers. So it is not yet come under polynomial. You can't call them as polynomials. So this is more important. Now, I think you might have understood. A polynomial is an expression, combination of terms containing the sum of finite number of terms. The terms must be counted. We must be able to count the terms of the form ax to the power of n. It's a term. Where a is a real number. Any number from set of real numbers, but it should not be equal to 0. And what is the position of n? N must be a whole number. It should belong to 0, 1, 2, 3, any of them. So this is the definition of a polynomial. So let us see, for example, you have some examples here. So 2x 1 by 3x minus 4 and x square minus 2x minus 1 and the fourth one is 4x to the power of 1 by 2. Fifth problem is 3x square plus 4x to the power of minus 1 plus 5. And sixth one is 4 plus 1 by x. Now 2x, whether 2x is a polynomial or not. Yes, it is of the form ax to the power of n. A is equal to 2, x to the power of 1, n is equal to 1. It is a whole number, so it is a polynomial. So a must be a real number. 1 by 3 is a rational number. Rational number is a subset of real number. So it's a real number. So the power of x is 1. It is a whole number. It's a whole number. So it is also a polynomial. This is actually monomial. This is binomial. There are two terms. The first term is 1 by 3x and second term is 4 minus 4. Here the coefficient of x is 1 by 3. The constant is minus 4. Since the power is a whole number, it is a polynomial. It is also a polynomial. How many terms are there? 3. What are they? X square minus 2x and minus 1. What is the degree? We shall discuss about the degree later. Or else we can say highest power of the variable is degree. So the degree is 2, highest power is 2. So here x to the power of n, here the power is 2, here is the power is 1. 2 and 1 are the elements of a whole number. So it is a polynomial. Now here we take 4x to the power of 1 by 2. 4 belongs to set of real numbers and 4 is not equal to 0. The first condition is overruled. The second condition x to the power of 1 by 2. Here x to the power of n. N should be a whole number, but 1 by 2 is not a whole number. It is a rational number, so it is not a polynomial. You take the fifth one. How many terms are there? 3 terms are there. What are they? 3x square, 4x to the power of minus 1 plus 5. So 3x square first term is okay, satisfies the term of a polynomial. There are 3 terms. The terms are finite, countable number, and a is equal to 3, okay. X to the power 2, 2 belongs to whole number. 4, okay. X to the power of minus 1 does not belong to the whole number. So it is not a polynomial. Here you take this. So 4 plus 1 by x. So 4 is okay, constant. 1 by x, you don't, here the power is 1. Here the power is 1 actually. But it should not be written like this. It should be written x to the power of minus 1. Here the power is minus 1. Here to the power of 1 by here to the power of m is equal to here to the power of minus m. There is a formula. So when you bring out this to the numerator position, it must change its sign. 1 plus 1 is there, it changes into minus 1. So 4 plus x to the power of minus 1. So it is also not a polynomial. So I think you might have understood what is a polynomial. So you will be able to recognize whether the given expression is a polynomial or not. Now, how to read a polynomial? How to read a polynomial? Now let us see degree. How do you decide the degree of a polynomial? For example, 3x square plus 5x to the power of 7 plus 4x plus 6, for example. How many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are there. So the powers are 2, 7. They belong to set of whole numbers. So it is a polynomial. It's very clear, it's a polynomial. There are 4 terms. The constant is 6. The quotient of x square is 3. The quotient of x to the power of 7 is 5. The quotient of x to the power of x is 4. And it has 4 terms. So, first degree, second degree, 7th degree. So, which is the highest among these 3? 7th degree. So, the degree of this expression is 7th degree. So, how do you decide the degree of an expression? The highest power of the variable. So, in the first term, second degree. Second term, 7th degree. Third term, first degree. Fourth term, 0 degree. Among these 4 terms, what is the highest degree? 7. So, the degree of this expression is 7. Now, similarly, you take some example. X cube plus 3x square y square plus 4xy plus 5. It is an expression, simply any expression you like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The terms are countable. So it is a finite number of terms. So x cube is one term, 3x square y square second term, 4xy third term, 5 is a constant. Here the degree of the first term is 3. Here the degree of the term you can't say 2. 2. See, even multiplication is there, the powers can be added and the bases are equal. Even then, when you are counting the power, it is 2 plus 2, 4. Here the degree is 1 plus 1, 2. Here the degree is 0. Now what is the highest? 4. So the degree of this polynomial, the degree of this polynomial, the degree of this expression is 4th degree. Is 4th degree. 4th degree. So I hope that you will be able to find out the degree of an expression, and I made it clear how to read an expression. How to read an expression. So, for example, ax plus b. So a is a constant which is not equal to 0. B is a constant which is free from variable. X is a variable, its power is 1. So it is a polynomial of 2 terms. The first term is x and the second term is b. It is a binomial since we have only 2 terms. Now you observe this. 3x plus 4. You can substitute the value of a and b anything. We don't know the value of a and b. It may be 7x plus 5, or it may be 100x plus 30, like this. 3x plus 4 is a polynomial. It satisfies the conditions given in the definition. So the power is 1. The power is 1. Here the value of A is particular 3. The value of B is 4. So this is called a particular expression. Particular expression. Whereas this is called general expression. So what is the difference between general expression and particular expression? Particular expression is particular, you can't change, it is fixed. The value of the variables are fixed here. The value of A is fixed here. The value of A is fixed, is a real number. One is 3 and one is 4. Here we don't know the value of A and B. So it's a general expression. It's a general expression. It is a general expression. You don't know the value of A and B. So I think you might have understood the difference between particular and general expression. So you please write homework as, so write the polynomials. Polynomials 1, second degree, and 2, third degree. So 3, 4 terms. So 4 variable y and degree is 3. Right? These 4 problems. Use your brain, go through the definition and the examples which I have given just now, go through it and try to answer these things. Okay, thank you.